Welcome to Rambam In-Depth. Today we'll be discussing the Rambam's Shita, the Rambam's approach to counting different parts of a mitzvah as a mitzvah. In the Minyan HaMitzvot Asay, the Rambam enumerates all the 248 positive commandments, and he counts Tefillin shel Rosh, and then Tefillin shel Yad as two separate mitzvahs. So the question is asked by the Ramban. In Sefer HaMitzvot, the Rambam himself talks about a mitzvah that combines several actions. So he says that when these different actions are ma'akiv, one is ma'akiv the other, and you only can fulfill the mitzvah if you do all the different components, that's all one mitzvah. But then he adds that even if they're not ma'akiv, but the goal, the objective is all one, it's counted as one mitzvah. That's why the mitzvah of tzitzit, which has two parts to it, the regular wool and then the techelet, they're all counted as one mitzvah. Even though they're not mi'akiv, you could have one without the other, but the whole idea is one thing, it's one object. So the Ramban asks, if that's the case, why does the Rambam count tefillin as two separate mitzvahs? Their inyan is one. It's one inyan to put on tefillin on the head and put on tefillin on the arm. So why would it be considered two separate mitzvahs? Just like tzitzit, even though there is two different components, you could have one without the other. Nevertheless, since they have one function, it's counted as one mitzvah. So the Rivash answers that tzitzit, even though it has two components, there's only one action. You put on the beged that has the tzitzit, that has both the lavan and the techelet. So that's why it's counted as one mitzvah. Tefillin shel Yad and Tefillin shel Rosh are two separate actions. That's why they're counted as two mitzvahs. But the question still remains, the Rambam counts Kriat Shema, shel shachris v'arvis, not as two mitzvahs, but as one mitzvah. So one way of explaining the difference between Kriat Shema and Tefillin, that the Rambam holds that Kriat Shema, the fact that you have to read the Shema in the morning and in the evening, or the evening and morning, because the Torah starts before Kumecha, doesn't mean they're two separate mitzvahs that have two separate functions. It's one function. The Torah says you have to repeat it, just like you put on tefillin every day. It doesn't mean that every day is a new mitzvah. You count it as another mitzvah in Taryag. The same thing with Kriat Shema. Reading it, the Torah says you have to repeat the same mitzvah. It's called repetition. But the original question, why does the Rambam count tefillin as two separate mitzvahs? Because the Rebbe explains, based on the Rogatchover, who says that the Rambam always prefaces the mitzvah shel Rosh before the mitzvah shel Yad. So the Rebbe explains, based on the Rogatchover, that Tefillin shel Rosh and Tefillin shel Yad have two separate functions. Tefillin shel Rosh, the mitzvah is they should stay on the head. It's the nifal, the tefillin should be on the head. With Tefillin shel Yad, the mitzvah is the kshira of the tefillin. You're only mekayim the mitzvah of shel Yad when you tie it. Masha'enkin Tefillin shel Rosh is miskayim the entire time that the tefillin are on the head. And that's why Tefillin shel Rosh comes before Tefillin shel Yad, because the mitzvah shel Rosh is a perpetual mitzvah as long as you have the tefillin on your head. Masha'enkin Tefillin shel Yad. And by the same token, it's counted as two separate mitzvahs. Why? Because it's two separate functions. When you put on tzitzit, and it has techelet and lavan, it's one function. Masha'enkin here, it's two separate, not only is it two separate actions, it's two separate functions. Shel Rosh is to be on the head, and shel Yad is to tie it.